In this video, we will talk about the Red Scare history. So make sure to watch the full video. The Red Scare stands as a chilling chapter in American history, marked by paranoia, political repression, and the erosion of civil liberties. Emerging in the aftermath of World War I amidst the specter of communism, it cast a long shadow over society, fueling fear and suspicion of perceived radicals. From the infamous Palmer raids to the McCarthy era, the Red Scare left an indelible mark on American politics and society, shaping perceptions of dissent and security. This essay explores the origins, impact, and legacy of the Red Scare, shedding light on its complexities and enduring lessons for democracy in times of crisis. 1. Origins of fear. The Red Scare, emerging in the tumultuous aftermath of World War I, was fueled by the specter of communism catalyzed by the Bolshevik Revolution. American society, reeling from the war's devastation and economic dislocation, found itself vulnerable to fears of socialist ideologies undermining its democratic fabric. Amidst rising inequality and labor unrest, the perceived threat of revolutionary agitation from within heightened anxieties about the stability of the nation's political and social order, fostering an atmosphere of paranoia and suspicion that permeated every aspect of public life. 2. Palmer raids. Orchestrated by the zealous Attorney General A. Mitchell Palmer in 1919 to 1920, the Palmer raids epitomized the government's aggressive campaign to root out suspected radicals believed to be a threat to national security. Conducted under the guise of preserving public safety, these sweeping law enforcement actions trampled upon civil liberties, with thousands subjected to arbitrary arrests, detentions, and deportations. Despite claims of protecting the nation from subversive elements, the raids sparked widespread condemnation and raised fundamental questions about constitutional rights, the rule of law, and the balance between security and individual freedoms. 3. Espionage and Sedition Acts. Enacted amid the fervor of World War I, the Espionage and Sedition Acts ostensibly aimed to safeguard national security by quelling dissent and preventing the dissemination of anti-war sentiments. However, these laws cast an overly broad net, criminalizing a wide array of speech and activities deemed contrary to the war effort. Critics argued that the act stifled legitimate dissent and imposed draconian restrictions on freedom of expression, fostering a climate of fear and censorship that undermined the very principles of democracy they purported to defend, raising profound concerns about the erosion of civil liberties and democratic norms. 4. Sacco and Vanzetti case. The notorious trial of Nicolas Sacco and Bartolomeo Vanzetti in 1920 became emblematic of the injustices wrought by the Red Scare. Accused of a crime they likely did not commit, the Italian immigrants and anarchists were railroaded in a trial marred by bias and xenophobia. Their case exposed the extent to which political hysteria and prejudice tainted the American justice system, eroding faith in its fairness and impartiality, and highlighting systemic injustices that continue to reverberate through history. 5. Anti-immigrant sentiment. The Red Scare inflamed existing nativist sentiments, unleashing a tidal wave of anti-immigrant hysteria fueled by fears of communist infiltration. Immigrants, particularly those from Eastern and Southern Europe, were scapegoated as potential subversives and threats to national security. This xenophobic backlash culminated in discriminatory immigration laws and quotas, scapegoating immigrants as potential subversives and threatening the nation's tradition of welcoming those seeking refuge and opportunity, exacerbating social divisions and perpetuating injustices against marginalized communities. 6. Role of media. Sensationalist media coverage played a pivotal role in fanning the flames of the Red Scare, amplifying fears of communist infiltration. Through sensationalism and propaganda, yellow journalism and tabloid sensationalism exploited public anxieties, portraying radicals as imminent threats to American democracy. This sensationalist narrative not only fostered a climate of hysteria and suspicion but also provided justification for government repression and the erosion of civil liberties, highlighting the immense power and responsibility of the media in shaping public discourse and influencing political outcomes. 7. Impact on civil liberties. The Red Scare precipitated a chilling assault on civil liberties, as the government implemented a series of measures to suppress perceived threats to national security. Warrantless arrests, mass surveillance, and censorship became commonplace, infringing upon constitutionally protected rights and undermining the very foundations of democracy. Civil rights advocates denounced these encroachments as affronts to democracy, highlighting the dangers of sacrificing fundamental freedoms in the name of security and social order, and emphasizing the importance of safeguarding civil liberties as a bulwark against tyranny and oppression. 8. Labor unrest and strikes. The post-World War I era witnessed a surge in labor unrest and strikes, fueled by simmering discontent over working conditions and economic inequality. Government officials and industrialists, viewing these labor actions through the lens of communist agitation, responded with hostility and repression, seeking to quash dissent and maintain control over labor relations. Strikes were met with brute force and legal intimidation, as authorities sought to silence dissenting voices and uphold the status quo, exacerbating social tensions and perpetuating injustices against working-class communities. 9. Red Scare Redux, McCarthyism. The Second Red Scare, epitomized by Senator Joseph McCarthy's anti-communist crusade in the 1950s, marked a resurgence of paranoia and political repression in American society. McCarthy's reckless accusations and sensational hearings targeted alleged communists across various sectors, leaving a trail of ruined careers and shattered lives. The McCarthy era stands as a cautionary tale about the dangers of demagoguery and the erosion of civil liberties during times of crisis, underscoring the importance of upholding democratic principles and protecting individual rights in the face of fear and intolerance. 10. Legacy and Lessons. The enduring legacy of the Red Scare serves as a stark reminder of the perils of sacrificing civil liberties in the name of national security. It underscores the imperative of vigilance against government overreach and the defense of democratic principles, especially in times of fear and uncertainty. By confronting the injustices of the past and safeguarding the freedoms enshrined in the Constitution, society can uphold the values of liberty, justice, and equality for all, thereby fortifying the resilience of democracy against the forces of fear and repression, and ensuring a more just and equitable future for generations to come. The Red Scare serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of sacrificing civil liberties in the name of national security. Its legacy underscores the importance of vigilance against government overreach and the defense of democratic principles. By learning from the injustices of the past, we can strive to uphold the values of liberty, justice, and equality, fortifying democracy against the forces of fear and repression for a more just and equitable future. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.